Bit of speed. Oh, there we go. This is the stuff.
Hi there, my name's Jarrod and welcome to Northern Lux. Today you're joining us on a winter weekend trip in the middle of Finland to go cross-country skiing.
Let's go.
So let's get started. The day started early and with a nice warm bowl of porridge. There's nothing better. Skiing is tough and uses a lot of energy, so we needed to be well prepared and have food in our bellies. We were going away for the weekend, so I had to give the plants a drink of water before we left. Funnily enough, we were going to drive 300 kilometers towards our destination, so the car also needed a drink before we headed off. The sun was rising bright in the sky, always a welcome sight in the dark Nordic winter. With it, our anticipation rose too, of the day and of the adventure to come.
Hi everybody, welcome to the channel. I'm super happy that you could be here with me today. We're halfway on the way between Helsinki and Jyväskylä, and I thought it would be a nice chance to just explain to you what we're looking to do with this channel together. So the idea is to explore and show a little bit of the Nordic countries, the different ways that you can explore, show how I'm trying to build my new life here up in the north and bring you along with for the journey, and then as well as that also unpack a little bit how it feels to be by yourself in a foreign country and explore some of the feelings that I think will resonate with others as well. So I'm super happy that you're here. Today we're going skiing. The weather looks beautiful. It's cold, but it's beautiful. And it's going to be fantastic. So come along. We're halfway there now, and we'll connect back when we get to Jyväskylä.
The road to Jyväskylä goes right up the middle of Finland. Today, we were lucky enough to have beautiful winter weather, with snow flanking each side of the road and blue, clear skies. We listened to music and watched the sun rise ever higher across the misty fields.
Another key part of any good Finnish road trip, licorice. This is actually Kouvolan lakristi, which means it's licorice from Kouvola. There's two types of licorice in Finland. This is the sweet kind. There's also the salty kind, which I'm still learning to like. A little bit more difficult for us foreigners, a bit more of an acquired Finnish taste. But this stuff will keep us going not only for the car trip, but also for the skiing that we're about to do.
A sunny day can transform the winter landscape. People in the north love seeing the sun during the winter, but you really do understand it when you've only had a few hours of real daylight every day. Sometimes in cloudy weather you might not see the sun for weeks. So on days like this, you really appreciate it.
One more piece of Finnish snackery that's important to know is Australian pie. I eat these things by the kilogram. Effectively, it's a little rice pudding patty with some rye pastry around the edge. Very good. This one's you can tell it's been handmade. That's why we bought them. But this one's also a little bite-sized piece. Not the most in-your-face flavour, but it's good. It's good. Alright, we've just arrived in Jyväskylä. About 3 hours of driving from Helsinki. It's about -5 degrees here. I need to get my jacket on. We're going to have some coffee and cake and get ready for skiing and then spend the afternoon in the forest. So we've just got to the skiing track here in Jyväskylä. It's called hiccup, and we're about to start skiing. So it's about -5 at the moment. Quite brisk, but we've got the right clothes on, so really looking forward to getting stuck in. Let's go right now. on steep hills when you can't ski straight. Look, you can see Elle's just managing. You have to go pizza style. For anyone that's done any downhill skiing, that's how you slow down coming down, but in cross-country skiing, that's how you get up again. As we go off into the forest now. Pizza, 1, pizza, 2, pizza, 3. And then you get into these tracks. That's for the classic skiers among us. We're doing a short little route here. Sneaky little 5 kilometers. But when you get into these tracks, that's when you can pick up some serious speed. Let's go. And you also get some downhills. So let's see how we go. There is a high chance I come off my skis here, but this is all about learning how to have fun up in the north. So let's see. Let's go. Woo! Steep downhill here. Right. Whoa! Damn. That really tested me, that one. Woo! Let's see if we can see Elle coming around. Oh, that was something. That might have been the steepest hill I think I've been on.
Really?
Maybe. Could have been. The uphills aren't as fun as the downhills, but you got to do them to get to the downhills though. Woo! So beautiful. Look at this. And I can't wait to show you guys too. We're in the end of winter at the moment, so when you get into these Finnish forests, you obviously take stock of the first environment which you see, and that's right now, that's the winter. But wait until we get to explore them in the summertime. They look completely different. The trees are covered in leaves, the ground is covered in berries. It's beautiful. It's really beautiful. You really get the 4 seasons here. I must say, I was a little bit lost for what type of sports that I was interested in doing in the winter time when I first came to Finland. Hadn't really done much cross-country skiing before, and all the normal sports that I would usually do, they weren't possible. It's winter. It's really helped me quite a lot, I think, to find a physical outlet during the winter time. Being able to get outside, see some natural areas, sweat, get your heart pumping, it's so good for you. The Finnish forests, really, I think they're best explored from a pair of skis in the winter time. So it's just magic. Let's go. So for anyone that hasn't been in Finland before, skiing is one of the most popular sports here. And it's really wild to see people from all walks of life being really active when they get out. You see grandpas and grandmas in their 80s, you see little kids. It's really a sport for everybody. And believe me, it's no joke. If you get the chance, check out some of the world-class skiers. Those guys and girls, they've got some of the best aerobic capacity in the whole world. And I'm puffing right now, let me tell you. here comes a bit of a downhill. Let's see how we manage this one. We can go into full racing position. There we go. Let's see how much speed we can get. Oh, bit of speed. Oh, there we go. This is the stuff. Oh, there we are. Oh, hang on. Alice put the brakes on. Maybe I should do the same. Oh, no, let's keep going. Oh, yes. Oh. Come on, this is fucking living. This is living. Before I really realised about skiing, I was, like I said, struggling with the winter time, but once you learn how to be outside during the winter, this is how you last up in the Nordic countries. It's difficult sometimes for foreigners to learn that, I think. It took me maybe 2 to 3 years, but I'm doing it now and I'm taking you guys along with me, so it'd be great to hear if there's anyone else watching who's moved to the Nordics or just moved to a new place and learning to acclimatise and do as the locals do. Here we go, one more downhill. Let's hit it. Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh, can't keep my eyes on the camera. Too risky for that. Oh, here comes a bit of a sharp turn actually. Oh, there we go. I recommend everybody try skiing. For the purpose of this channel, Northern Lux, it's meant to document a little bit about my search for adventure up here in the Nordic countries. Different types of activities. Today we're skiing. We're also going to be going sailing together and just discussing a little bit about what it's like to live in a new place. The good things, some of the difficult things, and I think being able to share with you guys and discuss with some different perspectives, hopefully there'll be some things that resonate with others too. So happy you're here, and yeah, let's explore together. We rounded up the track and eventually found our way back to the car. Before changing locations, I thought it would be nice to explain a little bit about our style of classic skiing. You can see we have classic skis, which means they're meant for going in straight lines. They glide on the bottom and on the top here, but then in the middle they have some sticky stuff. And depending on the conditions, you need to know what kind of sticky stuff to put on there, but I'm not so much of an expert, but this worked decently well today. Let's now go to a frozen lake and see what's coming. Now we've changed location. We got a little bit sick of the forest, so now we've come out to start skiing on a frozen lake. So this is going to be something a bit different. So let me get through to the edge of the water and you're going to see where we are. Wow. Oh, through the trees. Look at this. Pretty amazing. Let's go. Frozen ice skiing. This whole lake is frozen. In the summertime, you can see the boats over there. That's what I mean about Finland looking so different in the summertime and in the winter. Although we're not really probably prepared for this because the wind chill factor on these lakes, pretty serious business. And our fingers, you can see, my fingers are looking a bit of a dodgy colour. But that's okay. We continue.
The open space of the lake was a great contrast after skiing through the forest. It really let us clear our mind as we glided across the vast frozen ice.
Doesn't get much better. The sun's gone away slightly, so maybe I can lose the sunglasses now. Oi. There we go, almost stacked. I wonder how deep the water is below us right now. At least there's other people out here skiing, so we don't have to be too worried that the ice is melting anytime soon.
Because we were now skiing over a huge expanse of frozen water, the tracks were perfectly flat. This was different than in the forest and allowed us to concentrate on our skiing techniques.
Another great thing about skiing is it's really quite easy on the joints in the body. It's definitely aerobically tough and it makes you puff, but you can go quick enough that you can feel the wind through your hair without feeling like your legs get smashed when you run.
We could see so much more of the sky now that we were out on the lake. It was such a great feeling, and it was also much more bright, mainly because of the reflection that the snow gives.
Let's catch up to Elle. She's miles ahead. Let's see how fast we can do it. Come on, let's go. I was watching the World Championships of skiing the other day for some inspiration. It was fantastic. The guys were flying around the track. There was a Finnish bloke in there, Ivo, and then lots from Norway, Sweden, a couple of other countries too. Maybe it's time for an Aussie to be in there. I don't think so, not me anyway. I'm not good enough. Oh, let's just aim to catch up to Elle first. Whew. You can see out there some people ice fishing. Very cool. I wonder if they caught anything. But there's something magical about being out here on the tracks. It clears your mind. Oh, it can get so stressful in the day-to-day, week-to-week activities that you do. Oh, working, cleaning up around the house, doing all the normal mundane things. It's just so nice to get out and get your heart pumping. That's what life's about, I think. And here we get to explore beautiful Jyväskylä. In the distance there you can see the ski jumping tower. Might be a bit hard to see on camera, but God, you'd have to be braver than me to go down that thing. No way, Jose. Oh. Almost caught up to Elle now. There she is. She's having some problems with her hands. Very cold. Hello? I caught up. Huh? Absolutely I can. Look at that house. In the summertime, that is a pier. And I'm sure that's a lovely waterfront cafe or something similar. Right now, look at the state of the lake. Frozen solid. Look at this. My goodness me. And there's the sun. Welcome back. Looking forward to seeing more of you. So we've just done about a half of the lake now. Oop. And you can see we're coming back through, but we've got an early dinner date booked in, so we need to cut the full lake trek short. So you can see over there, there's probably an extra 5 k's or so that we could have gone around. This one we cut off a bit short, so back towards the car now. Oh, I'm feeling great. The endorphins are kicking in for sure. This has been a really fun exercise, bringing you along on one of these winter adventures, excursions. I'm not sure what to call it. Oop, got to turn slightly now. But we're going to be doing more of this, documenting the different adventures you can have in the Nordics. Like I said, we've got an old boat that's going to be the project of this spring, getting it up and ready to sail for the summer. And then, well, the Baltic Sea is really the limit. Let's see how far we can go. We're going to have some friends visiting, so I think it's going to be really fun to just document and see what fun we can have up here in the north. See you back at the car. Well, everything was going great, and then my ski just broke. How about that? It just came clean off. You can see my foot is still attached. Lucky I wasn't going downhill. Here's a little damage report. This is the part which connects your foot to the skis, and you can see it's come straight loose. So
not so much connected anymore.
Not so much connected, no. So you can see what it's meant to look like, and then there. We haven't got too far to go, but it's going to be a bit of a walk back now.
Jarrod, have one ski on, and I'll take the other ski, and then you just like half ski.
Elle thinks I should half ski back. What do you guys think? I'm not sure what these ice fishermen think either. Anyway, we continue. And now it's about one leg skiing back to the car. Well, that was a bit unexpected. This is a bit like riding a scooter with no handlebars. Look, Elle's got my other ski there. Oi, oi, oi. Seconda går ibland, yeah. That means that's the way it goes sometimes in Swedish. So now I'm doing this 1 foot skiing business. Not ideal. Not ideal at all. But you can still get some sort of movement going. Much less fun though. I cannot recommend it. 2 skis is much better. Så kan det gå ibland. Sometimes these things happen, but at least it happened towards the end of the day rather than the beginning. Let's assess the damage when we get back to the car and back to the house. Look, there's Elle. She can. Not going to stop her skiing again. But hey, what a day! Oh, look, Speed Demon. Speed Demon. Whew. This is what happens. You push through adversity. Life that doesn't always go as planned. And that can happen quite a lot when you're in an environment which is foreign to you or that you're learning about. But that's okay. Life's one big learning experience, so we push through, and sharing it with others, it can also make it easier. Show that we're vulnerable, everyone makes mistakes. Things happen to everybody, so that's also the point of this channel, is to share some of the things that you don't often see people share, and difficulties and the good times and the bad times. So now it's just a time to take in a bit of peace after the skiing today. super grateful for today, even though it ended a little bit in a bit of a different manner than planned. But this is what I mean. I used to get a little bit depressed up here in the Nordic winters, but once you learn to get outside and start to enjoy them, God, they're just almost as good as the summers are. Granted, we are getting towards the end of winter now, so the days are a little bit longer, a little bit more light, but for anyone else who's learning to live in the Nordic countries, trust me, try to get outside, pick up some Nordic sports, go skiing. Makes you feel alive. There's one part that's fantastic is the cold water. When the water's been in your backpack the whole skiing journey, it's really it's freezing and delicious. Oh, there we are, back to the car now. What a day. We'll go home and assess the damage to the ski, see what needs to be done there. But yeah, thanks for joining me, and maybe we'll have some more skiing tomorrow. Let's see what happens. All right, see ya.
Unfortunately, there was no more skiing to be had, but that didn't stop us from getting outside and enjoying the beautiful, clear winter weather. We walked to another frozen lake in Jyväskylä, where we found others partaking in another winter activity, ice skating. We'd stumbled upon an ice skating highway where there was maintenance to the ice being done by tractor on the frozen lake. The tractor was clearing the snow so people could skate cleanly on the ice. Now, I've been ice skating before, but never over long distances and on tracks that have been maintained outdoors. This one definitely got added to the list of things to do next winter. As we walked home and started thinking of our journey back to Helsinki, we saw berths waiting for boats in the summer, and it got us so excited of the seasons and the adventures to come. Thanks so much for joining us today, and see you soon.